toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Georgia Tech's offense will come out first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Pocket breaking down. Throwing right. Complete downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Lewis wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hayden. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Lewis to throw. Looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive in the space department.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off the defender. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens?
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down, still moving. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Lewis wants to pass. Turns it loose. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. Just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Georgia Tech, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster addition.
Makes it past the marker. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Finally, run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll park it at the 18. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. Second and goal from the 8. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Utah. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Atkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Williams. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Gets away. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll move it in inside the 20.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They'll send the back in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. And this one is perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Caught by the receiver. Timeout.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. To the air on first down. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the... And the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are. Quickly
complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throw. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. Look at the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels. Lewis wants to pass. It's complete to the left. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Oh, a lot of space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for... Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't work on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Lewis to throw. Snagged in the middle. H. Miller. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Brought down on the play at the 35-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Welsh. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on.
Colorado, number 8, catch and score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, and I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they... Catch it.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. 6 on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and reading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Welch. He'll pitch it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
He knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Slips a tackle. That's caught. It's Taylor. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, the big fellow almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Goes to the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with